It's my podcast now. We're doing a game. Woo! Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to 21st Century Cinema. It's the podcast about film and the film industry. Today, I'm running the show. I'm in charge. This is my podcast now. And I'm joined by two Delavecchias. First, he holds the world record for most caribou spotted on one plane, the disgraced former host of my podcast, and the #1 thief of dog fur from vets in the world. It's Joseph Javier Michael Delavecchia. Hi, Joe. How's it going?
I feel like you need to explain the inside joke with my middle names there. I feel like that has to be explained. Are you just going to let people think my middle names are Javier and Michael?
No, Michael Javier.
Michael,
oh, no, Javier Michael.
Yeah, I was listening.
Yeah, okay, well, you would know your own name. And now, the newest guest host here on TFCC, the Butcher of New Hampshire. It's Joseph's mom, Philomena Michael Javier Delavecchia. So it's a family name.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh my
totally
gosh.
Michael Javier.
Yeah, so this one's been requested a lot, Noah, by not only listeners, but everyone who's ever been on the show. Yeah, my mother, the first ever patron, the longest patron, and up until 6 months ago, the only patron of 21st Century Cinema, is with us today, joining us, and it's also the first episode in 40 episodes that I haven't prepped, planned, had control over. It's really...
It's not about you, Joe.
It's really not about you. This one is not my show. I just need to put it out there. If anything goes like terribly wrong, or if this is the show that gets us canceled,
man.
I wasn't behind it.
I'm sorry, Noah. I only have so much control over him now.
I know, he's so unruly. So, you're probably wondering why I have usurped the intro and held these people here against their will. Well, on TFCC, we like to do quizzes, and I, Noah Sheppard, notoriously lose and look like a fool. So, today, I'm subjecting these two fine hostages to humiliation. That's right, we're doing the only quiz I would ever win on this show, unless we do one on Broadway musicals and I didn't meet expectations. A sports movie quiz. So, do you guys like sports? Have any athletics in your background?
Yes.
No. My mother thinks baseball's fun, though.
Baseball is fun.
No,
Baseball is fun.
There you go.
To play and to watch.
I do also just want to point out before we get into this, though, Noah, that I edit these, and you are voluntarily giving me an audio file at the end of this where you say that you are holding me hostage.
I am. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. You guys are tied up right now. All right. So, without further ado, let's tighten those restraints and get into the games. So, we have 5 categories, which I will explain them as the first question comes up. So, for the first category, it's Rock Me Gently. The second category is Giggles and Guts. Third, What Sport Am I Playing? Fourth, Surprise, It's Me. And 5, We Can Play Too.
This is sports movies, right?
Sports movies.
Okay, we are still the podcast about film
yes.
and the film industry. Okay.
And the film industry, yes. So, I think it's only fair if we let Phil go first. Phil, it's done Jeopardy style, 5 questions per category, 5 categories.
Question, could I even object if I wanted to go first?
No.
No. So, I will...
Once again, Joe, it's not about you.
And they are worth the amount of points that they are the number question of, Jeopardy style. You know, you guys get it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to go with, is it what sport I'm playing or something to that effect?
Yes. What sport am I playing? For what number?
Oh, let's go with lucky 3.
Lucky number 3. So, The Blind Side, a favorite of white moms everywhere, follows the rags to riches story of Michael Yu, a real-life athlete of this sport. Phil?
Football.
That is correct.
I was gonna say, if
Phil,
you didn't get that one.
On the board with The Blind Side. Sandra Bullock is in it. And I watched it not too long ago. It's
a good
pretty
movie.
good.
It is a good
Doesn't
movie.
the kid make a racist comment about natives?
I don't remember that part, but I'm not denying that it's in there.
It's in there.
All right, Joseph Delvecchia. What sport
Let's
are
go
you-
with Freaks and Geeks for
You mean
that
Giggles
was
and
good.
Guts?
Yeah, Giggles and Guts for let's do number 2.
All right, so this category is all about comedy and violence in sports movies. So, number 2, the Will Ferrell classic Semi-Pro, and it is a classic, follows a basketball star who is a well-known smutty singer named Jackie Moon. What is Jackie's biggest hit song called?
No, I've never even heard of this movie. I didn't know this movie existed until 5 seconds ago.
You should watch it. It's great.
What sport does he play, did you say? What's this?
Basketball. He plays
Okay.
basketball.
The song is called 3-Point Line.
No, Phil, you got a chance to steal.
Oh boy. I have no idea either, so I will take a wild guess and say Hoops and Dreams.
It's called Love Me Sexy. It's set in the 70s, and it is all about just sweaty, sweaty love.
Oh, I think we were pretty close on those guesses, though.
Honestly, not too far off. Yeah. All right. Phil, your question.
What was the first category again?
Rock Me Gently.
Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with number 2.
Number 2. Rocky. This category is all about the Rocky movies. Rocky becomes a well-known boxer. However, it's not the only job he works. What was Rocky's job before stepping into the ring?
Oh. Can I ask Jer? He's right there. Was he a... Oh, crap. I know I should know this. I've seen them all a million times. Sue's yelling at me right now, Joe.
Why is
Was
she
he-
on this?
No. Was he a car salesman? Like a used car salesman?
That is incorrect. Joseph, you have a
Was
chance to
he
steal.
a janitor or like some sort of cleaner?
You're both letting me down here. He was a loan collector / mobster.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why you remember there's lots of shots of this guy smoking a cigar with sunglasses on in every crowd of his fights. That's
Yeah.
his former Don. I can't remember his name right at this moment. All right, Joseph.
We can play 2 for 4.
For 4. This is all about TV sports.
Oh god.
So-
It's got even worse.
This beloved show with a cult following features rural farmers in Ontario, including 2 hockey jocks named Riley and Jonesy. What is the show?
Hockey Jocks, rural Ontario. I know it's not Corner Gas. Is it that show Trailer Park Boys? Is that in Canada?
That, I believe, takes place in Nova Scotia, but that is not the show.
Okay.
Phil, you have a chance to steal.
Could you repeat the question, please?
This beloved show with a cult following features rural farmers in Ontario, including 2 hockey jocks named Riley and Jonesy.
Oh, crap. I have no idea.
The answer
Yeah.
was Letter Kenny.
Oh, I've heard about that
Letter
show.
Kenny. Yeah.
We actually we talked about that show in our what should you be watching on streaming services right now. Ava talked about that show. Go
Yeah.
check out that episode when you're done here.
It's a good one. All right, Phil, you're up.
Okay, I'll take whatever the last category is.
We can play
let's go with-
or the one that hasn't been. Yeah. the one
whatever
that
your
hasn't.
fifth. Your fifth category there.
Yep.
Let's go with Lucky 3.
All right, so that's Surprise, It's Me, which is all about who stars in these movies. Starring as Paul Wrecking Crew in the 1970s movie The Longest Yard, this famous mustachioed man is not unfamiliar to being on the wrong side of the law.
Oh my gosh, all I can think of is Adam Sandler's The Young.
That's the remake.
Right?
That's
yeah,
the remake.
Okay. Oh my gosh, crapple.
Now, actually, I will give you this. He is in the remake.
Oh.
The actor is in the remake.
I have no idea. I'm gonna just guess because I have no clue. Lou Ferrigno.
It is not the former actor of The Incredible Hulk. Joseph Delvecchia, you have a chance
no
to
idea.
steal.
Once again, I don't watch these movies.
Would
I
you
don't
like
know.
Would you like me to reread the question?
No, I'd like to guess Hugh Hefner.
So, the
I think
answer
mine was a better guess.
the answer was Burt Reynolds.
That's what I fucking
really?
said.
So, the reference to, obviously, famous mustache, but being on the wrong side of the law, Smokey and the Bandit.
The Bandit.
All
Yeah.
right. Joseph, you're up.
I gotta listen to your clues better.
Let's do We Can Play 2 number 1.
In the hit anime Haiku, To the Top, the story follows Shoyo Hinata, an undersized player in what net-based sport? Joseph, I have talked about this show so often.
Have you? No, you know me in anime. I'm being forced to watch Demon Slayer right now.
That's a decent one.
I actually don't mind it. I like that guy, that Gyu, whatever his
I
name
haven't
is.
actually seen it, but I've heard it's good.
Oh, cool character. Really cool. Reminds me of Shun from Bakugan. Did you watch Bakugan when we were
I did
kids?
watch Background. Stop trying to
Reminds me of
delay
Shun.
it and answer
Sorry.
the question.
Net-based sport. I want to either say handball or soccer. Are either of those right and I can take a pick, or are they just both wrong?
I'm not telling you anything. You need to lock in a guess.
Okay, you know what? I want to say soccer, but I'm going to, subvert expectations here. I'm going with handball.
Neither was correct. It was volleyball.
Oh.
Yes, it was volleyball. Phil, you're up.
Net-based... That's cheap. The volleyball net... When you say net, I think like a goal net. You know, that one...
Well, that is due to your own
It's
biases.
technically a net. I know it is, but... that irks me.
Net-based sports are like tennis and badminton and volleyball. Listen, Joseph, this is going to be hard. And you signed up for it. Phil, you're up.
It's not gonna be easy. Okay, let's go back to Rocky and let's do number 1.
All right. The first Rocky movie marked the directorial debut of this Hollywood giant.
Sylvester Stallone.
You are correct.
Yes!
Sylvester Stallone directed and starred in the first Rocky movie. Phil, you are
Direct
leading.
them all?
I believe he directed them all. Yes, I think. I know he directed the first one.
Yeah, I know that the remakes Ryan Coogler directed.
Yes.
But, yeah.
All right, Joe, you're up. See if you can redeem yourself. Get on the board.
What's the other category?
So there's Rock Me Gently, which is all about Rocky
Not that
movies.
one.
Giggles and Guts, which is all about
Not
comedy
that one.
and violent sports movies. What Sport Am I Playing? Pretty self-explanatory. Surprise, It's Me, which talks about the actors who are starring in these movies.
Okay.
And We Can Play Too.
What sport am I playing? 5.
Ooh, going big.
Ooh.
This Woody Harrelson absolute classic, Kingpin, has Woody as the star of what sport?
Woody Harrelson did a movie called Kingpin?
He did do a movie called Kingpin.
In this sport, he was obviously... basketball?
Phil, you have a chance to steal.
I believe it's bowling.
He was a bowling star who had lost his hand and has this big rubber hand throughout most of the movie. Phil, you're leading 9-0.
Kingpin, that was
There
obvious.
you
Yeah.
go. All right, Phil.
Yeah.
You're up. You have control of the board.
Okay. Let's do the fourth category, number 2.
So, surprise, it's me, number 2. All
Sure.
right. The movie Southpaw stars this cowboy, journalist, and edgy teen as a rough and tumble boxer.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. That is correct.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Isn't Steve Carell also in that movie?
Possibly. I thought it was Forrest Whitaker, though.
Don't.
Which
Yeah,
one? Isn't
Steve
there a
Carell's
movie?
not in it.
Steve Carell's in like this like boxing movie. I thought
Oh,
he's like
it could-
really good in it. What is it?
It could be Million Dollar Baby, or what's the other one?
Or the one he did with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
You don't have that on your list, do you?
No,
I can say it.
No, I don't. You can
Okay,
go for it.
Foxcatcher.
Ah,
Foxcatcher,
yes, that's
thank
the
you.
one.
That's based on true
Because
story.
I remember because he did that like right after The Office, and everyone was like, "Oh, can he be in that serious role?" And then he killed that.
He
serious role.
killed it. He was amazing.
His serious roles are really
Yeah.
good.
He's
And
amazing in everything
Channing
he
too.
does.
Channing did like this serious part. Channing was really good in it too. Channing Tatum.
Joseph, you're bored.
Well, really, it's my board, but I guess he can pick from it.
Yeah. What's the one before We Can Play Too?
Surprise, it's me.
Okay, surprise, it's me. What's left in that category?
1, 4, and 5.
Let's do 1. Maybe I can get an easy one.
All right. One of this laid-back Southern actor's breakout roles was the coach Jack Langille in We Are Marshall. Which actor is this?
What's the movie about?
It is about, the movie it's a football movie, and it takes place after a team is killed in a plane crash, including the coach and most of their players. This coach is a new guy, he has to come in and rebuild their program.
I'm gonna go with everyone's favorite Uncle Jesse, John Stamos.
Joe, I don't believe you heard the first part. Laid-back Southern actors.
Matthew McConaughey!
You already got it
No,
wrong!
he can't do that. He can't do that.
I
He got
figured it out
wrong.
afterwards!
Phil, it's your chance to steal.
It's Matthew McConaughey.
There you go.
Figured it out afterwards. Damn
And
it.
Yeah.
Phil, there is actually a bonus question attached to this.
Woohoo. Okay.
What MCU star is also in this movie? This is for an additional 1 point.
Okay, now I gotta rack my brain. MCU.
Yep. He has gone on to become a Marvel star. I will give you that it is a male.
I know what's his face from Lost was in it. You know, the guy from Party of Five, and then he went and did Lost. No, you guys are all looking at me like
I've
"Ooh,
never
good."
Nobody watched Lost.
Lots of people watched Lost. I just didn't.
Okay, but everybody knows it turned out to be crap, so nobody watches Lost.
That's probably the better assessment.
I don't remember. Oh, you're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, that's it."
Is it Robert Downey Jr.? Who is it, Noah?
Are you going into
Let's go with. I'm just gonna guess because I can't think, so I'm gonna go with, Chris Evans.
So the answer is, you're not too far off, Phil. It is Captain America, but it's Anthony Mackie. He played the team captain.
Oh,
He is one of the
that's
few
right, that's
that was not on
Yeah.
the plane when it crashes.
She hasn't finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You just spoiled that ending.
That's okay.
No, he's... What? I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier either.
Oh. No,
So
he's not
you
Captain
just
America
spoiled.
until the end
What?
of
He
that.
gets the shield... Anyway. Alright.
Yeah, he gives it up.
All right.
You should watch it.
Phil, it's your board.
Oh, okay. Let's go with number 30, like the third category.
What sport am I playing?
And let's go big or go home. Let's go. Is number 5 still available?
Nope, 5 is taken. Before is on the board.
Let's go with 4 then.
If I were a Hanson brother, what sport would I be playing? Not the band Hanson.
Okay.
That's the character names.
If you were a handsome brother, what sport would you be? Oh.
The
Oh,
Bachelor?
boy. I feel like I should know this. I'm going to go with basketball.
That is incorrect. Joseph,
Ah!
if you're a Hanson brother, what sport are you playing?
Soccer
my-
/ English football.
You are also incorrect, Joseph.
Okay.
You'd be playing hockey.
You know what? I thought hockey, but I was like, probably
You would
not.
be
We already
playing
had a
hockey.
question.
However, I will not tell you the movie. For reasons yet to be unveiled. Joseph Delvecchia, you're up.
Give me the same category from before and number 2.
Surprise, it's me.
Yeah.
2 is off the board. Only 4 and 5 are
Okay.
left.
Okay, give me 4.
4. This TV family drama star is used to being the patriarch of the family. However, in the 2000s Rocky sequel, he played Balboa's son.
Patriarchy of the family. Is it Michael J. Fox?
That is incorrect.
No.
Phil,
Okay.
you are up.
Milo! Milo! It's Milo! It's Milo!
Oh, is it Milo?
It is Milo
Yeah.
Ventimiglia.
What was he on before?
He's This Is
He
Us.
played Rocky's son, and he's on This Is Us
That's his biggest role.
as the family.
Oh, I thought
Really?
the show came before Rocky. That's why I was thinking like Family Ties.
No,
Michael J.
no,
Fox.
no.
That's why. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I understand that now. I thought.
Yeah. All right, Phil, you're going. You're blanking Joe 16-0 right now.
Is that the score?
Oh yeah, Phil is kicking
Oh,
your
shit.
ass.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Category 2.
Yep.
What's left in that one?
1, 3, 4, and 5.
Let's just go with 1.
All right. In the classic comedy Dodgeball, what does Steve dress like?
Oh crap! I don't even think I've seen this movie. I'm trying to think of like clips or trailers. A chicken? I have no
That
idea.
is incorrect. Joseph Delvecchia, you have a chance to steal.
A ballerina, because I don't know either.
It's a pirate. He is Steve the Pirate.
Oh, chicken would have been funnier.
He models his entire personality after it. All right. Joseph, you're up.
Let's finish off the surprise it's me for 5. Maybe
Surprise-
I can get a
all right.
big point jump here.
This action star and famous Canadian stayed true to his Canadian roots, starring as the goalie Heaver in the hockey movie Youngblood. Who is the actor?
Canadian actor. Hockey movie.
Anytime you ever want to rehear the question as well, Mike.
The only 3 Canadian actors coming to my mind right now are Gosling, Reynolds, and Michael J. Fox. That's all I'm getting. And I don't think it's Gosling, and I don't think it's Michael J. Fox. Could it be Ryan Reynolds? He did some interesting things before he got big. Give me the question one more time.
This action star and famous Canadian stayed true to his roots, starring as the goalie Heaver in the hockey movie Youngblood.
Canadian action star. I honestly have no goddamn clue. So I'm going to say Ryan Reynolds.
You are incorrect. Phil, your chance to steal.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I think is it Keanu Reeves?
It is Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Keanu Reeves.
How did I forget he was Canadian?
Good Vancouver boy. Keanu Reeves. Yeah, he played the
When
goal.
if
He
you
wasn't
ever
even a
meet-
main part of that movie. He was just one of the supporting cast. He was a lot younger.
If you ever
Yeah.
meet Keanu Reeves, can you pet his hair and say "Good Vancouver boy" to him for me?
I will. I will.
Okay.
I will tell him that. All right. Phil, you got the board.
Yes. Oh. Okay. So does that mean now category number 4 is all
Surprise, It's Me is finished.
gone? Okay. So we got 1, 2, and 3, and 5.
Yes.
Let's head back down to number 5. What's left in there?
2, 3, and 5.
Let's go with 3.
The Last Dance, a documentary series that follows the 96 Chicago Bulls, blew up on this streaming service.
Let's Dance? Is
The
that what you said?
Last Dance.
The Last
And it
Dance.
follows Michael Jordan.
Let's go with Netflix.
It is Netflix. You are correct. Yeah, it was really popular at the start
Your
of
number
quarantine.
5 question was Netflix. That was the answer.
Yeah, but
No, it was number
it was
3
yeah,
question.
it was number 3, and it was about a docu-series that I highly doubted any of you had watched.
Okay, but the answer
nope,
was
never
Netflix.
seen it, but I saw the
Yeah.
commercial.
I thought
Easy.
Yep.
This is rigged. This is 100% rigged.
There's-
Give me number 2 of
there's-
that category
no.
then. If she can
There
get
is
Netflix,
no need to be a-
I can get number 2 of that category
right.
easy.
There is no need to be a poor sport. You know what? If he gets it
The
right,
poor-
give him double
a
the
poor
points.
a poor sport. All right.
Yeah.
Joseph, the hit TV show Friday Night Lights follows a college football team in a rural town in what U.S. state?
Oh, this is bullshit.
This is such an easy question. I don't even watch the
Friday
show.
Night Lights.
Football,
Friday Night Light football
U.S. state.
in U.S. state. See, I don't know sports, so I'm gonna say this, and to me this sounds like the right answer, but it's probably wrong. But I'm gonna say Texas.
It's Texas.
Oh,
Joseph,
hey, I
you're
got
on the
it.
board.
Look at that, about time.
There you go. You get your 2 points there. Phil, you're up.
Okay, let's go back to number 1. What's left in number 1?
That would be 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, let's go with Lucky 3.
All right. Everyone knows Adrian, Rocky's girlfriend, but what is the name of Adrian's brother?
Oh, Polly.
Polly. That is correct. 3 points for you, Phil.
Woohoo!
Joe,
Let's finish off the last category.
we can play 2. Number
Yep.
5. The Canadian comedy Corner Gas has 2 sport-based episodes. Name one of the 2 sports.
Now I'm second guessing myself here. God damn it. Fuck. Okay, I gotta. It's a Canadian show, so that's why I'm just like, oh, I'll say hockey. That's obviously one. But now I'm like, but did they not do a hockey episode? And I think they did a football episode, but I don't know now. And I only get one guess. And okay, I think my safest bet is to say hockey.
You played it safe and you got burned, Joseph. Hockey is not the answer. Phil, you have a chance to steal for 5 points.
If she says football and it's right, I sort of
I'm going with football.
That is also incorrect. Joe is not near the answer.
God,
All right, so there is a bonus.
Oh,
You know what
is
I'm
one of them
thinking?
lacrosse?
You know what
There
I'm
is a
thinking?
bonus attached to this. So I
I'm
will
thinking.
throw-
I'm thinking Friends. Friends did football.
I am going to throw this bonus question back at you. It'll be worth 2 points, considering you guys got the first one wrong. It'd be unfair if I gave you a full. So, going
All right,
back,
now just
Joe,
tell me what
back
it
to
is.
you. You have a chance, which the bonus question was name the other sport. So if you get one, you can have a point, and then I'll give it a chance to Phil to get the other, and she can have a point if she gets it right.
They did baseball.
I will give it to you. It was softball, but I'm not that mean.
Okay.
Phil.
Aw. Is the other one lacrosse?
It is not lacrosse. You were on the
Oh.
right train of thought with Canadian sports, but what is more Canadian than curling? Curling is the other answer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
All
that's
right,
true.
Phil. You have control of the board.
She's had control of the
Um,
board since the beginning. At no point during this did she not have control of the board.
Oh,
What, What's left in number
Number
3?
three. What sport am I playing? There's only 2, and it's 1 and 2.
Okay, let's go
The
with
Sandlot, classic coming-of-age film, follows a group of kids who bond over what sport?
2. Baseball.
That is
I knew
correct.
that one.
It is baseball. Joe, your turn.
Give me number 1 of that category. If the Sandalot is number 2, I can get number
The
1.
heartwarming comedy Cool Runnings follows the Jamaican Olympics.
I'm sorry, what movie?
Cool Runnings follows the
what
Jamaican Olympic team of what sport? This was a huge movie, and this was
Swimming.
a huge deal. No, Joe,
Swimming.
you are incorrect. Phil, bring it home. It is the
Bobsled.
Jamaican bobsled team. Wow,
What was the name of the movie? I like
Cool
completely
Runnings.
yeah. I heard cool, and I was like, "Yep, it's swimming." And I was so confident in that answer too. Like I was actually so confident that you were gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I really thought that was gonna be like
No,
impressive.
this was a big media thing. The fact that that Jamaica had a bobsled team at one of the Olympics, and the movie did pretty well too, from what I remember. All right, Phil,
Okay.
you have control of the board.
Okay, let's go back to number 1. What's left there?
4 and 5.
Oh. Okay, let's go with 5.
All right.
Let's go.
What is the name of the robot Rocky gifts Adrian's brother in Rocky 4?
Oh. Oh, I can see it too. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, I can't remember. I'm just gonna go with... Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Okay, I'm gonna go with Robbie.
That is incorrect. Joseph, you have a chance to steal for 5.
I can't remember.
Drake.
Its name is Sicko. Sicko, S-I-C-O. All right, Joe, you have the board.
What's left in Tickle My Stomach?
Giggles and Guts, 3, 4, and 5.
Give me 5. Let me see if I can make a comeback.
In the Will Ferrell blockbuster Talladega Nights, what are Ricky and Cal known as?
Best friends? Ex-friends till the end?
Not completely wrong, but not what I was looking for. Phil, you're up.
I should get partial points for that.
Race car drivers?
No, so I was looking for a nickname. I will throw it back to Joseph because there
Oh.
seems to have been some confusion about the question. There's a nickname that is applied to both of them. Joe, you have a chance.
Speedy Gonzalez?
No. Phil, you're up.
Oh, crap. I know the race car drivers, but I haven't actually seen the movie. Dickie. I have no idea.
They are known as Shake and Bake.
Oh.
All right. Phil,
What's the score? What's the score?
I'm going to
What's
leave
the score?
that to
What's
the
score?
end because now it's fun.
Oh.
I have 2 points.
You have more than 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I?
You're
Wow.
up, Phil.
Okay.
Yeah, we know she's up. She's winning.
So what categories
Only
are left? Is there
Only 2
more than
categories left on the board. Rock Me Gently
Just... Okay.
and Giggles and Guts.
Okay, let's go with the rock. And whatever.
Yep.
There's only one left.
So,
right?
this is worth 4
Okay,
points.
let's go with the last one.
Everyone knows Rocky tangos with Mr. T in Rocky 3, but many forget his character name. What was it?
Oh! And it was Theodore. I have no idea.
The answer was Clubber Lang. That was the answer.
You didn't give me a chance to steal, but I also wouldn't have gotten that. So
all right, Joseph. Well, you're up next.
I was gonna guess
Two
pity.
questions left.
Number 4 of Giggles My
Giggles
Guts.
and Guts, number 4. The movie Goon tells the story of a hockey enforcer with a high pain tolerance and a low IQ. Which well-known comedy actor and friend of Seth Rogen wrote the screenplay? Now,
James Franco.
that is incorrect. It is not James
fuck.
Franco. Phil, you're up.
Did you have
Nope,
more to
that
your
was
question?
It. Just who wrote the screenplay? Goon.
Okay. It sounded like he cut you. Sounded like he cut you off. I thought maybe there was a secret clue.
Nope,
in there or
that's it.
something. Okay. A friend of Seth Rogen's that wrote the screenplay. Friend of Seth Rogen's. I have no idea. Let's go with Will Ferrell.
The answer was Jay Baruchel. Jay Baruchel, the voice of... I can't even remember his name.
Oh yeah, he's the other guy from This Is the
Yes,
End.
Jay, he's the main guy in that movie. All right, the last question, I believe, Phil, yeah, you get to answer it first. This hockey slapstick comedy stars Paul Newman and was named after a method of scoring in the sport.
Oh, I think I know this.
Repeat the question, please.
This hockey slapstick comedy stars Paul Newman and was named after a method of scoring in the sport. It is Slapshot.
Slapshot?
I would have gotten it.
Great
Oh.
movie, genuinely a very good comedy, worth checking out if you haven't seen it. All right, that is the end. We have motored through this episode of TFCC, and now it's a moment you've all been
That's
waiting
a first.
for. Joseph, Javier Michael Del Vecchia, your final score
It's like
was
5.
3 points.
Wow.
Very good, very good.
Philomena Michael
A for effort.
Javier Del Vecchia, your final score 11 times that of Joseph, 33 points, and your champion is Philomena Della Vecchia. Round of applause, everyone.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yeah. Don't be a poor sport now, Joe.
So, that brings us.
Woohoo!
Bullshit quiz.
Do I win bragging
You
rights?
win
Is that what I
bragging
win?
rights. You can call yourself Queen of Sport from now on. You can also call yourself Queen
That'll
of
go
Joseph.
to her head. That's weird.
So, that brings us to the end of another episode of 21st Century Cinema. Phil, if the people want to find you somewhere, where can they find you?
They can find me on
There you go.
Instagram.
You want to plug your Instagram?
Please don't go follow my mother on Instagram. If you are listening to this episode of 21st Century Cinema and you have not followed me on Instagram, but you're going to go follow my mother, please check yourself.
Wow,
That is
that's
very
really rude. That's very rude. It's Phil, F-I-L _0313.
There you go.
On
You
Instagram.
can give Phil
Thank you.
a follow there. Joseph Del Vecchia, where can people find you?
I am once again on Instagram at the one and only JDV, and I'm also on Twitter at the one and only JDV. You can find those hyperlinked down below. I'm also currently developing a TV series called Your Paranormal Stories, where our goal is to create dramatic retellings of people's experiences with the paranormal and bring to light those experiences, what it was like, and possibly delve deeper into them. So if you want to learn more about that and possibly help kickstart the show, get it off the ground, you can visit www.yourparanormalstories.com and you can share with us your own paranormal story. And we'd love to get in touch with you and talk more about that.
And you can find me most days, usually Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays on VOCM 590. That's the radio station I work at. We have some great programming, great people I work with. And you can also access VOCM at VOCM.com. There's a live feed of everything that goes over our airwaves. You can also give me a follow at Sheppard on Instagram. It's like Shipwrecked, but with my name. And If you wish to follow the podcast, you can follow us on Instagram, yes, 21st Century Cinema, all spelled out, and Twitter. Joseph, I forget the Twitter. You're up.
You failed. You almost had the entire end tag. We're on Twitter at TFCC Podcast. We're also on Facebook, and on Facebook you can search either 21st Century Cinema or TFCC Podcast, and we'll come up for both, which is a lot of fun that we were able to do that. You can also support the show on patreon.com/TFCC. Go ahead, there's lots of really fun bonus content there, stuff that nobody's ever heard before, unless you're a patron. We've got a bunch of exclusive stuff on there. Episodes go up early. It's a great place to be, and if you're there, also, you can chat with us, which is great. My mother is on there, so, go talk with her. Ask her what a burden it is to have raised such a child of greatness.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, if you want to support the show a different way, we do have merch available. We have merch on tpublic.com/21st Century Cinema. You can find all of our merch there. We've got our old logo, our new logo, some colored logos, some funny ones, and we, of course, have the bestseller, Shut Up, Joe.
Oh, I got at least 3 of those. I have like 3 of those shirts.
She's not kidding. That's not even a lie.
Different colors. Yeah.
They all have, they have shirts, they have sweaters, they have a lot.
Yep.
Yep.
I have pink, purple, and the gray. And they all fit wonderful.
They're really soft,
I love
actually.
to wear them.
Like, genuinely good quality. Yeah. I like to wear mine
They
after a
actually
long
are, yes.
day at work because it's so comfy. And I just think to myself, shut up, Joe.
Exactly.
I actually
Exactly.
have a friend who ordered one of the sweaters, and he wears it out in public whenever we go out together. We were shopping at Walmart mid-pandemic, and he was just walking around with my face on there that just said, "Shut up, Joe." Noah, a friend of ours, Dylan Carey, has the face mask.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, our merch also comes in face masks. You can get it in tote bags, pillows, buttons, pins. Essentially, if you can think it, it's there. We've got notebooks, tapestry. Ava has our logo as a tapestry up in her room. It's actually really nice. So yeah, check out TeePublic. Check out our merch.
That's what Katie needs. Katie needs to get the pillow that says "Shut Up, Joe." So when you piss her
That's
off,
good.
she
It's
can
like those.
throw
It's
it
like
at
those
her.
little.
You know what?
It's like
Get her
those
that
little
for Christmas.
octopuses
Get her
that
that
you
for
turn
Christmas.
inside out, and they're like mad. Yeah, that's the
Exactly.
version that she just gets to beat you with. Shut up, Joe. Actually, I want one of those
Yeah.
now.
I like that idea. That's a good idea.
Noah's gonna get off the fucking plane and see me for the first time in over 2 years and just hit me with his
Well,
fucking
you
pillow
know
he's
I'm
sleeping
wearing
on.
the shirt, right? Like, you know that.
Yeah.
All right, I think that brings us to the end
Yeah.
of another episode of TFCC. We will see you next time.
Do you want to talk about
next time? We have a special episode. Details are still getting
We do have a very special episode.
worked out. However, you may see
So our July episode.
special Canada Day edition, not going up on Canada Day. It won't even be filmed by then. So
It might
it's
be.
not going to be filmed by then, Joe. So, our special episode, you are going to see Phil here again.
Woohoo!
Also, we've got a few more guests coming. We've got Noah Schaefer returning to the pod, and he's bringing along his father, Ron. We love Ron. Love Ron. And Noah Sheppard, are you bringing your father
We're still going to
along?
work out the details, but if it happens, it will. I will.
Okay.
We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
But join us as we sit down with our parents, and if Noah's dad doesn't come, he can host the episode. But we're going to sit down with our parents, and we're essentially going to talk about the movies that shaped our childhood and shaped our opinions and how we see movies. So get to know your host a little bit better, and finally be able to decide if I have really good opinions, or maybe I do have trash opinions. Hint, the answer is I have really good opinions.
That's not the truth.
Okay, yeah, thank you once again for listening to 21st Century Cinema, and we'll see you next month.